Hello students, you are welcome to MSI Tech online home lesson. Today is a great day and a special day. This is a special class for those that are preparing for examination, and if you are right there, you want to learn more, this is a platform where you can learn mathematics at ease. Today I'll be teaching you angles in polygons. Angles in polygons. The first question is, what is polygon? A polygon is a closed plane figure bounded by a straight line or edges. So that is telling you that a closed plane figure bounded by straight lines or edges is called a polygon. Don't get confused. I'm going to show you pictures of polygon, shapes of polygon, but you need to understand that the number of sides of a polygon determine its names. So we are going to start with number 3, and you are going to see it in this class. So let's start with this shape, number of sides. This shape has 3 sides, and we call it triangle. Triangle, because it has what? 3 shapes, 3 sides and 3 angles. We call it triangle, triangle. Now the next one is number 4. We call it quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Example of quadrilateral is a square, a rectangle. That is quadrilateral. Then number 5, we have pentagon. Why we call this shape pentagon? Because it has 5 sides. That is why we call it pentagon. Then number 6, we have hexagon. Hexagon. What is hexagon? Let's count the number of sides of this shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 sides, and that is why we call it hexagon. Now let's take a look at this one, number 7. Number 7 is called hexagon. That is 7 sides angle. 7 sides shapes like this. We call it what? Hexagon. Then number 8, we call it octagon. Don't get confused with this. You don't need to cram this. Just know the number of sides. You will know the name given to the polygon. So number 8 is octagon, and number 9 is nonagon. Whenever you remember 9, you know that is what? Nonagon. Then number 10 is decagon. Decagon. Can you say after me? Decagon. Then number 11 is undecagon. Undecagon. So when you know number 10, which is decagon, to know number 11 will not be will not be difficult for you, because you know that 11 is what? Undecagon. Then let's go to number 12. Number 12 is dodecagon. Dodecagon. And we have many of them, but I'm going to give you the list of everything. We have it up to 20, but for the purpose of this class, let's stop here so that I can solve questions related to polygon in this class. Now, for us not to speak too much English in this class, because I believe that you are really ready to solve questions in this class. So I want to start with some of interior angle of polygon. Now, how can we find some of interior angle of polygon? Now, let me start with hexagon so that you don't get confused. Now, if you look at hexagon, hexagon is like this: 6 sides hexagon. Now, why we call this hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this, we have 6 sides with 6 angles. Where are those angles? These are the angles. Yes, this, and this. Let's name this A, B, C, D, E, F. Now you can see that this is hexagon. Now, how can we find some of interior angle? And you can see that these are interior angle. Some of interior angle of a polygon. I'm going to give you the general formula that you can use to find the sum of interior angle of all the polygons that I've listed before, but you need to be very careful with this general formula. Now, the general formula to find the sum of interior angle of a polygon. Now, the formula to find the sum of angle of a polygon is n minus 2 bracket 180. Now, n here is the number of side. Now, let's take a look at this question. How many sides do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the question now is, find the sum of interior angle of hexagon. Find the sum of interior angle of hexagon. So what are we going to do? The meaning of sum is addition. That is another word for sum. Addition of all these angles. So what are we going to do? N minus 2 bracket 180 degree. Now n is 6 because we have 6 sides in hexagon. That is why you need to learn your table very well, the size and the polygon. Now this will now give us, the sum will give us 6 minus 2 bracket 180 degree. So this will give us 6 minus 2 will give us 4 multiplied by 180 degree. So this will give us 720 degree. So the sum of interior angle of hexagon is what? 720 degree. I believe that if I give you more questions on this, you'll be able to solve. If I ask you to find sum of interior angle of pentagon, sum of interior angle of hexagon, the same formula you are going to apply, and you can do that on your home. Just make sure that you apply this general formula, which is sum of the interior angle of a polygon equals to n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degree. Now I want to give you another question, and this question you need to be very careful, and this question you need to be very careful. Interpret the question very well. So let's take a look at the question together. Let's take a look at this question. The question is, the sum of angle of a polygon is 540 degree. Find the number of sides of the polygon, and what is the name of that polygon? Let me take you again. The sum of angle of a polygon is 540 degree. Find the number of sides of the polygon, and what is the name of that polygon? Now we don't know the name of this polygon, and we don't know the side. When we get the side, we'll be able to know the name of this polygon. So let's take a look at this together. Now from the question, the sum is given to us as 540. So the sum will be 540 degree. N is what we are looking for. Now remember your general formula. The general formula to find the sum of interior angle of a polygon is sum equals to n minus 2 bracket 180 degree. Don't cram. I always tell you in this class, this is not the best time to cram. This is the best time to learn the basic knowledge, the basic foundation of mathematics. So what we are doing now is we are going to substitute. Substitute means we are going to replace. Where you see sum, replace it with 540. So we are going to have 540 degree equals to n. N is what we are looking for. N minus 2 bracket 180 degree. Now what we are going to do now, this n minus 2, you cannot say n minus 2 will give you 2n. No, it doesn't work like that. So what we have here, 180, we use it to multiply what we have in the bracket. So this will give us 540 degree equals to 180 times n. You can say n times 180 You know, minus is here, 2 times 180 degree. This 180 will times this minus 2, and this 180 will times this n. So this will give us 540 degree equals to 180 degree n minus 2 times 180 will give us 360 degree. Now from here, there's something we need to do, and that is collecting light time. If you look at this 180, there is n attached to it. But if you look at 540 and 360, they are from the same family. No letter attached to 540 and 360. So you bring minus 360 to come and meet 540. But take note of this sign here. This is minus. When this cross to this side, it turns to plus. So this will give us 540 degree plus 360 degree equals to 180 degree n. Now let's add this together. We have 540, 360. This will give us a 0. This will give us a 0 because it's 10. This is 8 plus 1, 9. So this will give us 900 equals to 180 degree n. Now this is n we are looking for, and 180 is attached to n. So what are we going to do? We have to divide both sides by what? By 180. So divide both sides by 180. We have divided by 180 degree, divided by 180 degree. So this will cancel this. It will remain n. So n will give us 900 divided by 180 degree. This 0 will cancel this 0. N will give us 90 divided by 18. So from here, we can now divide this. Permit me to manage my board. N will now give us 90 divided by 18, which will give us 5. Now, if you multiply 180 by, if you multiply 18 by 5, it will give you 180. It will give you 90. So let's try 118. 18, which is 18, multiplied by 5. 8 times 5 will give us 40. 40 is 0, remainder 4. 4 times 1, 4 plus 4 times 1, 5 plus 4, 9. You understand now? Then if you want to cut this, you can just say 2 here, 9. Sorry, you can just cut 3 here, 6. 3 here, 30, which will give us 30 divided by 6. So I want to break everything down for you. Now n will now give us 30 divided by 6. 30 divided by 6 will give us 5. So the number of sides of this polygon is 5. So what is the name of this polygon? Can somebody remind us? Can somebody tell me? Yes, this is Pentagon. So this shape is what? Is Pentagon. And what is Pentagon? Is 5-sided shape. Just like house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is Pentagon. I believe you understand this. Now you need to sit down, digest this topic, because I'll be right back for the next lesson. This is MSI EduTech online class. I believe you understand our class for today. In case you find any of our video difficult, you can always send your question back to us through this WhatsApp number rolling on the screen, and we believe that we are going to get back to you without wasting your time. Thank you very much. Until I see you next class, my name still remains the same, Mr. David, your best friend. Thank you. Bye.